Hi there, Cookie Runners, Turbo Concept here, and welcome back to Roescale Sandbox. And this is the Class 55 Deltic in Roescale 129 video. As even possible, we know it, as this must be for a British rail for our modernization from the 1950s to 1960s as well. It must be the part of some kind of modernizations in around the history, and because in the near future they absolutely put himself almost to retirement, and some kind of class Deltic number 55 still operates today. And we got any of these coaches, we have most of them, and behind them there must be for its only one polished locomotives as well. Even for it's gotta be an Indian Railways as well. It's not an Indian Railways as even possible. This is British Rail, or even the history of British Railways. So I just even for exactly that I just already spawned the Mark 1 SO, SO2 and SO3 as even possible. And behind of these is the DL500D A308 and 302 on this right, and onto your left, and 302 is gonna be on to this only one side. So the 308 is gonna be for only like this one. So the DL500D is absolutely, it's not a General Electric motors. This is some kind of alcoves of these trains behind them. So looks like we're gonna be ready to go, and let's contact for the number 10 as well. So to find address, so let's gonna be costing for a class 11, and the max speed should be able for 23. So when I say this is not gonna be taken out for just only one thing, so let's just gonna be talking about 0900 and what is absolutely gonna be doing like this oneself. So let's gonna be pushing all the way for down here, and looks like it's gonna be so 0.2. It's gonna be for only one thing, so safe stop distance as well. So looks like we're gonna be doing for a 0.199, and we're absolutely ready for it to do like that. So let's gonna be 23, and make sure let's do this for only one ourselves, and 0.19900 as well. So this isn't gonna be taken without further ado. So let's consider. So I'm gonna be choosing this one instead of the color green, and most likely the history is gonna be to do like it. So let's make it reverse, and let's check it out for the class 11 and ready to drive before we're gonna be arrive at this station. So before we're gonna begin of this video, the lights have currently worked, and before let's gonna be taken with us for just only one thing. So we're here to roll, and we're gonna be here to horn, and looks like that is some kind of a unless a very short horn as well. So before that must be one air horn, and it does gonna be trying to exactly that we're going to be in the left side of the rails. Wait a second, I'm gonna be going on the right side instead of the left side of the line as well. I'm gonna be going for 50. Now executive that the train is about to take it a little bit slow, but before we're gonna be making onto this way, it's loud, and probably I really get to get all the way down into one here. So we got for a coaches are over here for about for luxury coaches, even for a non-luxury coaches as well. So behind him there must be one conclusions as to make things a little bit close, as another train will be arriving at the left side of the rails, which is not bad as even possible. So we're looking on to for otherwise, as the train is going to be moving up all the way down here, and once the passengers is going to be aborted, and once and for all, as the train is going to be taking with us for only one thing. So let's get to be decelerate the train, and it's going to be hopefully the stop is going to be pretty much necessary, that we're going to be hitting our way for 10% to 25% per throttle, And but it's about for just getting around for this Nationale station of the European, about for this one. It was not located about for in the United States or Europe. I think the train got stuck. Like, when we see it absolutely work, I don't think the train is pretty much working anymore. So let's gonna be setting around for DCC program. So let's gonna be checking out one, and the horsepower is 6,500 horsepower. And that wasn't gonna be taken without for nice to do. I think the train is going for reverse, and let's gonna be headed all the way back and forth before avoiding the passengers. Once all the passengers had been aboard the train, it's time to say all aboard with that short horn as well, because it was just absolutely some kind of street horn or something. Let's gonna be getting all the way up into 51% to 53. And I don't think it's gonna be intimidating for something like else. So let's gonna be headed right here into the free camera mode as well. So as the train is gonna be moving all the way to the top as well, it's pretty possible that the train is gonna be headed towards into this one. So, but this last time in this moment that I just accidentally speeded all the way and missed the station around for this one, and because I'm just gonna be really here that we're ready to go. The train is moving really slowly and responsibly. The train is going to be moving so much, very powerful. It's a little bit powerful as well, so the train is going to be rolling on into this only one thing as well. So another exclusive acceleration will be an absolutely, for the DL500D, I think this is absolutely going to be ready to do. And right behind it, and I can see that some kind of trains is going to be going on. So the train should be hit around for 100% per throttle. Before this, the train accelerates very slowly, and before this isn't going to be to do so for the high-speed rail. As the train is going to be moving all the way up here, it will be taking for about 15 minutes to get away for going up here, and this isn't going to be taking much very right as well. So the train is going to be going up so steep. I don't think the train is going to be more powerful enough. I think it can. And the weight of the passengers is slightly enough as even possible. So before we're going to be end of this video, I make sure that the train will be arriving as well. And as you can see that here in the train is possible, and about always 50% per throttle. It's very short around for the hair horn, and it's gonna be passing around for this one. It's just like a subway things or a subway transit, and I can hear behind him right away. There we go. That the train is gonna be moving very so fast and very loudly, and I can hear the horn so very short. I make sure that I'm gonna be slowing down the train to 30% per throttle. And I think the train is going to be slowing down for against a little bit. And we might ever ask that the train is going to be going up very fast as even possible. So let's going to be increased up to speeds up to 100 kilometers per hour. I mean 100 studs per second. Studs per second that we're going to be doing for percent per throttle. And with exactly how the train is going to be going up here, as the train moves by for the high speeds is even possible. So as you can see, for very quickly at about for this moment. So I'm going to be increasing for the camera as the train is gotta be going up here. And would you pretty think the train is gonna be moving very fast in larger rail coaches as well, in a larger turns at about for this hairpin. And as you can see, the train is going to be very fast as even possible, but it's going to be moving out for this one. So the Class 55 Deltic is going to be moving very quick, not even possible as well for these about coaches. And looks like, and we have removed a couple of stations. It's going to be returned into new stations, will be returned, and absolutely in the near future. And before the train is going to be arriving as soon as possible into the high speeds. And I just allegedly the train is going to be taken about for this only one action. and about for to do. There's a very large turn about for this one, and looks like the train is gonna be at full throttle, as the train is gonna be maximize the speeds. And right back here in the train, it's a less amount of fuel before it's gonna be running out of fuel quickly. So before that doesn't gonna be making sense. I think the train is gonna be taking a very fast moment before hitting us to the high speeds. But like I say, this is gonna be such as bad like as the train. I'm pretty hope the train might derail, as not even possible to do so. And also even the coaches too. And but for that, you see about for the high speed rails as well. And before the train will be stopped automatically, before this is the high speed rails as well. I think the train will be stopping nearly by as step away from the rails, and please gonna be step away from the red line. Well, look at that. And about for the high speed moments of these high speed trains, let's stop the train. And before this is gonna be completely stopped in about for this moment, so let's just head back into 25% per throttle, as looks like we're nearby in Port of the Crown Republic. And right there, we're gonna be move on to shift right here. So it does not gonna be to take around for this only is right, and it doesn't gonna be hearing the horn somewhere. So besides, the train should be able to stop here for literally right now. It's still moving fast. So let's gonna be complete stopped for over to this day, as the train is gonna be completely going to all the way down here right into this station. So as you can see about for this moment, so the train is gonna be to take it around for this very slow, as the train decelerates a lot slower than I thought. And we really think this train is gonna be taken around for this very slow. Even I just put around for 12 British class coaches as well. I think it's gonna be rumbling a little bit for this one, and because of its absolutely concerns as well. So I think this is gonna be large turns as well. So I'm not concerned that the train is absolutely. We already passed for this one thing, and because this is only one for this, I just make sure that the cut clip as well, and the cut clip is absolutely gonna be pretty such as one idea. So we're gonna be moving on to this last thing before we're gonna be end of this video. So, but the last thing we need to say, we're not gonna be using for such as commuter rails, as the train moves by for 25% per throttle. As we look by into other kinds of freight trains, will be passing the stations onto this side, and the commuter freight trains or an express trains will be onto their sides. Without further ado, high-speed trains are only by using to this station. So, as the train is gonna be stopped by to this station, this is absolutely gonna be pretty sure that the Class 11, so the Class 55 Deltic is gonna be at full stop. And before we're gonna be end of this video. So, like I say, the train is gonna be for a fully stop around for here until it's gonna be complete stop over here right into the station. As to meet these things is right here, and that must be the last one because that is already seen. And about the citizens, we have look here to this train, but of course the train is gonna be stopped quickly nearby at the station as well. So the train is going to be at complete stop right over here. So that is it for today's video in about for its British Railways and about for this moment. So if you like for today's video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. So before that was absolutely it, and it's always puts out for the more horsepower, and 12 coaches about for the British coaches and about for this one, luxury and non-luxury for this only one thing. At the express lines as well, so before the passengers just leave the train as even possible. So, and that is things wrapped up for today as we look on to this only most likely it's gonna be better things like this only one thing. So I'll be see you in the next row scale video. Until that is all that I ever to say in about for this history, for that you remember this and probably to this yesterday, and Indian viewers just watch this. Alright, so If you just wanted to watch this video, then go back to start at the beginning of this video. So thanks for watching, and I'm just pretty sure that you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And that is all for today that we guessed, and that is absolutely Turbo Concept signing off. And in the flesh, that was only about for this only one someday. And what about the Class 55 Deltic Green? It won't be gonna be to do like its start service very soon, but all of the sudden we just mixed into 3 SO1 and 2 and 3s in together for a Mark 1 for this one. There is no Mark 2s or something like else. Even the rear is absolutely A308, and as you can see for this in plot controls and around for the UK things as well. So the Mark 1 UK passengers or coaches as well. So don't worry about for this one, because next time we're gonna be doing it about for this historic way for another way.